and see if we can get this to restart, because I did not mean to exit out of that. I was just trying to, I was trying to get my Minecraft to restart, and apparently that ended the stream whenever I backed out of that. So that's fine. That's fun. I just wish it would load faster. I don't think it needs an update, as far as I'm aware. Oh, jeez. My bad. Sorry. I accidentally backed out of the stream a little too quickly, and when I went to restart my Minecraft, it ended up stopping the broadcast. So that's my bad. Did not mean to end stream like that. And luckily, I really wish that Minecraft would load faster. Whew. That was not intentional. I did not mean to end the stream like that. Apologies. I just didn't realize that would happen. I don't know why it's taking so long for the Minecraft thing to load up. I'm not sure. Hey! Sorry for backing out on my stream earlier. I tried to restart my Minecraft, and it just been like, oh yeah, now we're closing out of your broadcast, and I'm just like, oh, whoops. But hi, Blink Noodle. I really wish Minecraft would load a bit faster. I also wish that I could find a comfy position to sit in. But that's a bit of a conundrum in itself. Why does it take so long for this to load? Are there like other options or something? Apparently not. Okay. I need this to load. I don't want to play any other games right now because this is going to be the easiest on me. Jeez. Why does this have to be like this? I am just trying to exist, and the game wants to be about it. Cool. I am doing okay for the most part. I am trying to heal fast, but I can't really speed up the rate that my body heals itself, which kind of sucks, but I'm not Wolverine and I'm not Deadpool, so I don't have a regenerative ability like that. But yeah, I'm recovering from surgery on Friday. I had a very intense abdominal surgery. I've been mostly eating soup for the past few days since surgery, and finally got to test out to see if mac and cheese would go over okay with my stomach, and I had a small amount of that, and it looks like mac and cheese is holding up pretty good, so I might be able to progress forward with soft foods, which is a good sign. Just a lot of pain, tenderness, and soreness for the most part, but that's kind of to be expected whenever you look like you just went through a cheese grater. I know that's a terrible joke, but I try to make light of the situation. Just like, oh, yeah, don't mind me, just got stabbed and cut open, this is fine, I'm fine. What surgery did I undergo? My surgery was a diagnostic laparoscopic abdominal surgery. They went in to see why my stomach had constantly been in pain and was constantly causing me pain and rejecting foods. And it turns out that there was a lot of scar tissue built up over the past 22 years from my burst appendix surgery, when I had a burst appendix at 6 years old. And that scar tissue built up to a point where it was wrapping around my organs, constricting them, and constricting vital organs, which was very dangerous. Luckily, we got 5 pounds of scar tissue cleaned out, and also my organs were starting to stick to my abdominal wall because of that scar tissue. So we made sure to get that all cleaned up. So yeah, I'm a little bit sore. A little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, I'm doing a bit better today, which is good. I just wish my Minecraft would load faster. This is very, very frustrating, and I don't want to back out again because it'll just shut down my broadcast. Hi Ray. I am trying to do better. Doing relatively well on handling foods for the most part, getting a lot of rest, and finally it loads. Okay, cool. Oh, jeez, probably should not have reacted like that. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I basically am doing pretty good today, getting lots of rest, staying hydrated, and taking the pain medications whenever I need to take them. Which reminds me, I'll be taking those in an hour because I am tolerating this as best as I can. The only part that severely hurts right now is just my left ovary because they had to go in and pop a lot of cysts as well. They were doing 2 surgeries into one, and part of that was popping cysts on my left ovary and getting rid of some tubular growths on my tubes. Basically, when I had a burst appendix at 6 years old, it severely damaged and messed up all of my reproductive organs. So kids were never a plan for me and were never a possibility. I have had people tell me you would make a great mom, and I have to kind of tell them I appreciate the sentiment, but that's not a possibility for me, and I am okay with that. I would much rather be mentally stable and physically healthy than giving birth to kids with a body that isn't doing very well. If other people have kids, that is fine. I am fine with that. But personally, I don't think having my own would be in the picture. Plus, I have had coworkers in the past that would tell me that I was too batshit crazy to have kids and that I didn't deserve to have kids. And hearing that from people around me, it ends up hurting a lot. But I have cats, and the cats are my babies, so I'm good with that. For now, I just do art and game and let people know that I understand what they're going through, and I understand a lot of the mental health issues that people struggle with. So no matter what pain or bad things I have going on or I'm going through, I know that it'll be okay, because pain in life is temporary and it doesn't last forever. But I've dealt with chronic pain for years, so hey. I'm hoping that when I fully recover, I'll finally be able to enjoy food again instead of being scared of food. I know that sounds silly, but most of my fear of eating was the food's gonna feel really bad or it's gonna hurt when I eat it. And I always got comments from other people because I'm heavy set. People would be like, yeah, sure, you exercise, or yeah, sure, you totally don't eat food. And it was frustrating because sometimes people can be really rude, mean, or just assholes when they don't understand the things that you're going through personally. In my opinion, people shouldn't be shamed for no matter what their body looks like or no matter what size they are. People are worthy of love no matter what. But that's probably just my own personal opinion, and not everyone agrees with a personal opinion sometimes. I'm gonna try and aim for a 30-minute stream today and see how that goes. I'm gonna lean back a little bit on the pillows and hope that that goes over okay. I'm not so sure it's going over very okay. Okay, cool. Let's just... Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Readjusting. Ooh. Okay, so leaning back, probably not the best option right now. Got it. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Ouch. But I think I'll do better, and I'll get better. Besides, I promised people I'd be at the art event on Thursday, so I'm gonna get better. I know it's silly and stuff, but I made promises and I want to keep those promises. Also, if you hear someone singing in the background, my roommate's taking a shower. I'm in the living room, so you're probably going to hear people singing because they tend to sing in the shower. Oy. I don't know if I finished the ceiling part of this. No, I did not. Okay. Well, let's go back up here. And over here. Boom. I think I got this one. Okay. Okay. Luckily, I found a comfortable position to sit in. So we're good on that aspect. I just need to be a bit more careful whenever I'm trying to find a comfy position. Hell, I'm trying to figure out how to get in and out of bed without pain, and that's frustrating in itself. I'm just like, oh yeah, let me just lay here. Nope, redirect, gotta readjust. This is bullshit. It's a process, and it takes some adjusting, but you learn a lot, and you learn to adjust, and hopefully I don't have to go through this again in the future. I'm hoping that I heal quickly enough to where I can get back to doing my art streams. Right now I'm doing gaming streams because if I try to do an art stream, I'd be hunched over my computer desk and I would be trying to draw hunched over, and bending those muscles right now would not be the most advisable. Jesus. My roommate said whenever I was waking up from surgery, I told them, I'm so glad I get to see you again. And, oh, it's wonderful that you exist. And I'm glad that you came with me to surgery. And I'm just over here like, dear God, I've embarrassed myself. Note to self, don't ever get me high. That's just terrible. Like, I do appreciate my roommate, but Jesus, that's something to remember whenever you get told that after you get home, and you're just like, yeah, you were pretty loopy from all the surgery stuff, and you said that you missed me and you were glad to see me and that you were like happy that I was here. And I'm just like, oh God, please disregard, please just forget I said anything. I've had enough embarrassing shit happen. Come on, just forget I said it. And they're just like, oh, but it was cute and adorable. And I'm like, I don't feel like it was cute and adorable. I feel like it was embarrassing and I want to hide. Thank you very much. But I'm at least glad that I made it out of that alive. So, yeah. Because worst case scenario was that I would probably not make it out alive. But luckily I did. So, there's a positive. It's just like, oh yeah, here's what you said after surgery. Oh shit, that's embarrassing. You know? Because you don't expect to like say things you'll regret, but to be fair, I was still loopy, and I hope to never do that again. I'm just over here like, let's just disregard any of that happened. But they remind me of it constantly, so I'm just like, fuck. What's said got said. What's done is done. I'm screwed. It's like, why don't you just admit that you have feelings for your roommate? Because they don't feel the same way. And it sucks. It's not a mutual feeling. We are just friends. Sad day. Oh boy. I think I need to put that one down there. But if I'm feeling up to it, I might end up going over 30 minutes. Don't know. Alright, let's add in that. But now you know that embarrassing stuff happened with surgery stuff. Just, oh man. I have many regrets. Oof. Looks like Mystic decided to hop on the back of the couch and watch the stream. That's fun. I'm not sure who all is still in the stream. I'm going to grab some water because hydration is key to healing. But yeah, it was a pretty intense procedure. I just feel very embarrassed because my roommate's like, oh yeah, you said this and this and this, and I'm like, oh fuck. Oh, fuck. She's like, disregard. Why disregard? It was cute. No, many regrets. Can't be undone, you already said it. Fuck. I have to live that down for the rest of my life. But yeah, currently I forgot that I hadn't finished a lot of the ceiling in here. So I am just gonna try and get that taken care of really quickly. I think I may be able to be up for this today. I just need to make sure that I can last till medication time. And when medication time comes around, I can take that and then rest. Or at least rest a bit. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But I don't remember if I told you during convention about the surgery that was coming up or not. But I think I did. I wasn't sure. I know the convention was really, really busy. There were a lot more people there than I anticipated were going to be there, that's for sure. I just didn't expect all of the voice actors to be charging like $40 a signature. That was just not expected, and I didn't get to grab a signature for my younger brother. So that was great. because some of the voice actors he really looks up to were there at the convention, and I couldn't afford to get him a signature. He hasn't been back to a convention in over let's see, 2017, over 5 years. Might have been 2016, but yeah, he's kind of been at home a lot. He has a lot of agoraphobia issues, but I'm hoping one day he gets better and he's able to get out of the house again. I try to do what I can to make it a bit more tolerable for him, because I feel really bad, and he's my brother and I care about him. There was a vendor there at the convention who had some really neat, they were like fairy orbs, but they were skeletons, and there were skeleton fairies hanging out of the orbs, which was really neat. I don't know if you saw them. They were called the Rabbit Hole. It was like this really neat oddities vendor. It was just like really cool looking. I wanted to get one of the fairies, like the skeleton fairies, for like my birthday next month, so I'm hoping that they held on to one of the fairies that I asked them for. That way I can grab it after the art event, because it was really neat and I like helping support local artists and stuff. One of my friends that was supposed to be going to the art event Thursday won't be going because their partner's mom passed away, which is okay. They said that they hadn't gotten around to messaging the director or anything. D&D dice, some even jingle. I saw the dice vendor. They had like the little jars of dice and the bags of dice. Those were really neat, but also my goblin brain was just like, more Click Clack Math Rocks to the Click Clack Math Rock collection. We need more Click Clack Math Rocks. Add to collection. Goblin brain go blah. I was like so many dice, and I'm like, look, we already have like 13 sets of dice. We do not need another set of dice. You are fine. You already have one for each character that you want to play in a campaign. Plus, if anyone doesn't have dice in a campaign, you have extra dice. You don't need any more dice. But one of my friends who likes to hoard dice and has like a big collection of dice, he has like a big wooden chest full of like D&D dice, and it's just full of dice, and I'm just like, how did you get so many dice? And he's like, I've collected dice for a very long time, and I love my shiny Click Clack Math Rocks. I'm just like, I love Math Rocks too, however, I don't think I could have collected that many dice, because some of those look very expensive. And luckily, I have learned to craft my own dice out of resin lately, so I can make my own dice sets. However, right now I don't think I can make a dice set because I'm recovering, but maybe when I'm healed I might look into making a custom dice set for myself. I just need to get like some fake flowers to put inside of them, because I want to make like a pink set with like cherry blossoms in it. I think that would be very pretty, and do like some gold engraved painted numbers and stuff. But that's just me. I have a lot of ideas, however not a lot of time. Like, I can't even believe that it's already April. April's like almost halfway over, and then next month is May, and my birthday's next month, and I'm just like, oh Jesus, I'm getting old very quickly. This whole year has gone by super fast so far, and I'm just over here like, okay, last time I checked, my brain was still keeping track of things in 2020 and still trying to come to terms with what was going on, and my brain's still stuck there. And it's been 2 years, and I'm just like, I don't want to get old. I don't want to get old. I don't want to get old. I already feel old enough all the time. I'll be 29 this May, and yet I feel like I'm stuck in some time loop thing where I am forever young, but at the same time feeling like my body belongs to an 80-year-old because of the condition of my bones and stuff. Ah yes, when you look like a kid but you feel 80, no problem. People be like, oh yeah, we just check your identification. Oh, you have a 19 in front of your number. It's fine. You're over 21. Ouch, that hurts. Well, obviously you were born in the 1900s, so therefore you are over 21. Well, thanks for making me feel great, knowing that you don't have to check my age anymore, because you just see the 19 at the beginning of the number and you're just like, oh yeah, you're old. It's like, ouch, I did not need that. I did not need that. Thanks a lot. Boom, boom. Oh, really? There we go. I think I'm gonna add one light in this corner. Just add a lava block. Nah. Okay, so this one should be... Are you gonna hop up on the couch? Is that what we're doing, Salem? You're gonna hop up here? Okay. Luckily, the first night after surgery, we shut the cats out of my room because the cats love to cuddle and love to like cuddle me while I'm sleeping, but I couldn't have them near or on my stomach at the time. So we shut them out of my room that night, and they complained very loudly about that. They were not happy. They wanted their cuddles, they wanted their attention, and then the following night, let the cats back into the room, and they're just like, oh, we're gonna cuddle you, but we're not gonna get on your stomach. And so they didn't get on my stomach, and they cuddled up next to me, which is good, because at least they know and they understand that they can't do what they normally do because that's going to hurt me. And I feel really bad that they can't cuddle how they normally do, but at the same time, I would like to not feel like they were clawing my insides out when they go to lay on top of me. It's like, kiddos, I love you, however, being on my stomach is not advisable right now. Thank you. Oh boy, not there. There we go. Like, there were a lot of really cool things, and the whole, like, they had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show up at the convention, and I was just like, holy shit, my childhood. And not to mention the Power Rangers were there, and I was just like, so many cool peoples, but also social anxiety's a bitch. Social anxiety's a bitch. It's like, yes, let me go and oh, there's a spider. Let me go ahead and communicate with all these people at the convention and realize, oh yeah, we can't socialize like we used to, because that is very hard to do. I think I may have found a comfy position to sit in, which is good. That's good. Hey, we made it 30 minutes of streaming. Do you think I can go 45 minutes? Well, don't know, but we're gonna find out. Because technically, if I can go until close to time to take meds, I think that we should be good. I think. I'm unsure. Very unsure. But I am going to try to see what I am capable of at the moment. And I think that I'm making progress. Hello, hello. What the hell? What are you doing here? I am doing okay, just kind of recovering from surgery on Friday. If you hear loud, obnoxious yelling or screaming or like attention at singing, my roommate's taking a shower and they can get pretty loud. Currently, I am recovering and doing as well as I can. I have been resting a lot and healing's going pretty good. We took a look at the incisions today and cleaned them up, and luckily a lot of them are looking really good, which is good. There were a few of them, like I think 3 of the incisions out of 8 were bleeding, but not very bad, which is generally a good sign because sometimes there's still a little bit of bleeding after surgery, but it wasn't too bad. We got fresh bandages on them, and I am learning how to handle my pain and handle recovery. It's a lot of learning and a lot of adjusting, but a lot of things in life are. So, can't really complain much. Life happens, things happen, and you just kind of roll with it. I think that I might be able to actually do a 45-minute stream. Yesterday I managed 40 minutes and then kind of got dizzy towards the end of stream. My surgery, okay, so I've had to explain this quite a few times to viewers. When I was 6 years old, I had a burst appendix. We thought we had cleaned out all of the scar tissue from that, and it turns out that that scar tissue continued to build up over the next 22 years and started wrapping around my vital organs and constricting my organs, and was very uncomfortable and painful, and was causing issues with me being able to eat any food and causing pain if I did eat. And so they went in yesterday, or not yesterday, but Friday, for a diagnostic laparoscopic procedure, and went to see what's going on and see what all's going on, and it turns out the scar tissue was so bad that it had ended up sticking my organs to my abdominal wall on top of that and was constricting them, and was very painful. They went and fixed that, took out 5 pounds of scar tissue, and basically told me recovery is going to be just however my body heals, and that it should feel a little bit better now that most of the scar tissue was taken out. I've had a lot of surgeries growing up, so I've had a lot of buildup of scar tissue. I've had 10 major surgeries since birth, and most people worry, but if you have so many surgeries, you won't be able to recover as quickly each time. And I'm like, I've had 10 major surgeries. I'm pretty aware of how this goes at this point. I've had enough of them to know how my body does. But yeah, it was a pretty intense procedure. It was supposed to take 1 hour. However, it took 1 hour and 30 minutes because of how interlaced everything was. And then it took 30 minutes to wake me up. So it was like a 2-hour procedure total. My roommate went with me during surgery to make sure I was okay. And then they told me when we got home that when I woke up from surgery, I told them, "I'm so glad you came with me to surgery. I'm so happy to see you again. I appreciate you." And I'm just over here like, oh dear God, why? Why would you tell me this? They're like, "Oh, don't worry, it was cute and adorable." And I'm like, no, No, embarrassing as fuck, man. But yeah. So yeah, surgery was pretty intense. Also, I am doing okay. Also, with surgery and stuff, I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I also have growths on my fallopian tubes, which we got rid of most of those for what we could do during the procedure, and popped all the cysts on my ovaries. So that's a bit of the pain issues at the moment, is just recovering from internal lacerations of those. So that's a fun procedure. But yeah, I'm doing okay for the most part. Trying to keep my head up and trying to push forward and not push too hard, but move forward and progress as much as I can. Besides, I wanted to let people know I'm not dead. I'm just recovering. Yeah, the surgery, a lot of times doctors would refuse to do the surgery because scar tissue during surgery can prevent a lot of problems and issues and complications. And if there's too much scar tissue and it becomes too much of a problem, it can end up unaliving the person who has it if the complications get bad enough during surgery. So that was an initial concern for most of the surgical stuff, was that we didn't know what the outcome of surgery would be or if I would make it, but we were hoping for the best and hoping that I would make it out. And luckily I made it, and we took care of those issues, and we are glad that we got the issues taken care of, which is very intense, and I was very loopy afterwards. Just like I am out of it. But I made it through, and I am letting a lot of people know that I'm alive. I didn't die. I haven't streamed in a while because my account was locked out for a while, and then after surgery my account was just like, oh hey, by the way, you got access back to your account. I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? I now get access back? It's bullshit. It's like, really? Can't stream the day that I get it back because I was recovering really, really sleepy and just sleeping most of the day. I'm like, seriously? This is bullcrap. But luckily I think I'm gonna recover pretty well, and I think that things will go over a lot better now. They said that after I fully heal, I should be able to get to enjoy food again, and should be able to actually not feel pain with the food that I'm eating anymore. So I'm looking forward to that. I've been mostly doing soups since the surgery, but I tried out mac and cheese, like a small amount of mac and cheese today, a couple hours ago, and my stomach handled it pretty well, and I was pretty happy about that because I am not a fan of trying to eat potato soup and potato soup not agreeing with my stomach. But luckily I'm learning what foods my stomach is okay with at this point and adjusting where as needed. I am trying to go about it in small amounts and try things little by little, and hoping that I can eventually eat regular food like everyone else. because for the past year, doctors have mostly told me, oh, your problems are weight related, you should just lose weight and it'll get rid of your problems and they'll lessen in severity. That was not the issue. Weight was never the issue. My body was literally constricting itself and torturing itself on the inside because of stuff that didn't get fixed as a kid. And I was suffering because of that. The doctors kept blaming it. Oh, it's your weight, it's your diet, what are you eating? And I'd explain my diet to them and they're like, oh shit, you're actually eating really healthy things and you're not even eating that much and you're just like exercising a lot. Like, I don't understand why you haven't lost weight and why you have all these issues. And I'm like, well, that's why I'm here. I'm asking you what the problem is and why this is going on. But yeah, a lot of times for the past year, doctors have just blamed it on weight issues because I am a heavyset person and that's the first thing they go to with heavyset individuals. Exactly. Exactly what I don't like about some docs sometimes. Yeah. There's a whole thing with doctors. Doctors tend to base a lot of diagnostics off of a certain criteria and tend to think if there's issues related to weight, all of your issues are probably related to weight. And that's why a lot of people with chronic pain issues that are overweight get misdiagnosed, mistreated, or basically get told, oh, you just need to lose weight to lose your problems, when it's not necessarily a weight issue or a diet issue. Sometimes it's a lot more than that that's going on internally, and doctors refuse to take a look at that because they think it can be fixed by just losing weight. And it's ridiculous because some people could be on the verge of dying, case in point, but it takes a lot of advocating for yourself and standing up for knowing that there's something wrong and it needs to be taken care of because you do not feel this is normal and it has not been normal for the longest time. Like, I had to fight over and over with multiple doctors that, hey, something's really, really wrong. I don't feel good and this is bad and I need help. And it was just very frustrating to keep getting the same response from doctors over and over about how I should watch my diet or I should lose weight to help with the severity of my issues. I dropped 40 pounds over the past year and doctors were like, oh, that's good. Your issues have lessened in severity, right? No, my issues have gotten worse. My issues have increased in severity and the pain has gotten worse. Oh, well, that's not how this is supposed to work. The weight loss is supposed to help with your issues. Well, it didn't. So, well, what do you suggest? Because I'm doing everything you're asking me to. They're like, well, that's odd because you're doing everything we're asking you to and you've lost a lot of weight, which is surprising because you've had a hard time losing weight for the past 9 years. So don't understand what's going on. And I'm like, I don't understand what's going on either. That's why I'm here. Could you help instead of sitting on your ass and just saying everything's weight related?
You know, if I had to guess, I would guess that that was acting like padding to protect your organs. When you started losing weight, you lost that padding.
Like, I get tired of so many doctors just being like, well, obviously you've got like this crowbar sticking out of your thigh, but you're really heavy set, so we're gonna ignore the crowbar and just be like, oh yeah, you should exercise and watch your diet, but there's a crowbar sticking out of my thigh. Yeah, well, we're not too concerned about that. You probably just fell because you're overweight. It's like, seriously? That's not the issue. You're ignoring the issue. But yeah, it's frustrating, to say the least. Hey Taz. Long time no see. Hey, I made it to the 45-minute mark. Sweet. I did a bit longer than yesterday. I think we're doing good for today. Yes, I remember you. I'm sorry I haven't streamed much. I've had a lot going on. I have currently been recovering from surgery on Friday, and I do tend to try and remember who all watches my streams. My healing is going okay. I am progressing slowly. It's taking a bit of time and effort, but a lot of things take time and effort. That's kind of life. I know I haven't streamed in a while. Well, for one, last week I got locked out of my account, couldn't get back into it. And then the day of surgery, I got back home, had a notification from Twitch like, oh yeah, you now have access back to your Twitch account. Feel free to stream. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? Seriously? I'm not in any condition to stream, and you're like, oh yeah, now you can stream. Oh yeah, this is so helpful.